I still can't believe how this actually played out. I was fully locked in, down 10 pounds, grinding through the exact training program I designed, and feeling ready to smash my first ever HYROX Men's Open. But then, just 2 months before my race, I pulled my right hamstring. Fast forward to Ottawa, and I'm standing on the start line. I'm racing solo for the first time, and I thought that I had put my injury behind me. But mentally, deep down, the injury was still haunting me, and I thought my main worry was my hammies, until my calves decided to completely lock up on me. In this video, we're going to take you through every kilometer and every station of my race. We'll look at the moments that went exactly to plan and the exact point where everything started to fall apart, and I had to fight my way to that 1:32.36 finish.
Hey vlog!
Hey chat. First race, and yeah.
First place.
No. Let's do it. You might be wondering what I'm listening to pre-race.
Oh god.
Get ready to be weaved out.
Oh my god.
Okay, I gotta register somewhere.
Well, just give me your bag and then we'll get you to the register, and I probably need to get my...
Stop sign.
Stop sign.
Stop sign?
Huh? I'm about to.
What?
I'm about to tell you.
Stop sign?
No, I said I'm.
What stop sign?
Obviously, I'm the very excited wife. This is first race. And, hey chat, I have 3 cameras. I got a DJI. I got this little guy, 90s digital camera. It's gonna make him look good. And then, I have my phone. And then I'll probably have his phone too. So I'll have 4 cameras on me. Just because my husband's the best and I want to capture every moment. Crazy.
Ocean asked me if the Elite 15 are here.
Uh-huh.
I'm here. I don't know why she's asking such a silly question.
You gotta ask if the Elite 13 are here.
Yeah, there we go.
Because the other two are right here.
The 2 are right here. The Elite,
So,
the Elite 2 are here.
ask the other 13, bro.
Where is they at?
Oh my god.
I don't know if we can handle the speed. So, we
Are
gotta
those
make
new?
sure it's secured.
Are these sick?
Are they new?
They are.
Oh, those are the card plated ones, no?
Yeah.
Alright, that's enough lollygagging. So from here we registered and then walked the course, because it's a little bit different when you just look at the map versus when you actually see the course in person. After that, I hopped on a bike and got some blood flow in my legs. I didn't get footage for that, but that's okay. And then I started doing my dynamic stretches, my activations, make sure my glutes are activated. But one big mistake that I did not do was try the stations. And make sure you try the stations if it's your first time, especially having new shoes that I've only ran once on, but never trained sled push, sled pull, or even burpees. That's one big mistake that I think caused me the sub 130 for this race.
Let's go, babe! He's got really good skier technique, eh? Let's go, baby!
At this point, I was still vibing, still feeling strong, except for one thing. My feet kept slipping out of my shoes, so I had to ultimately change the way I pushed the sled. This isn't usually how I push the sled, and I think this caused me to accumulate more fatigue than usual.
Woo! I'm so proud of you! I love you! Let's go!
Run 3, I started getting a stitch, and it's the worst thing ever. But anyways, we're here at sled pull now, and this is where I start struggling, because I feel like my legs are just not working. So I just started pulling the sled with my back and barely using my legs. I don't know if that was a smart idea, but sled pull ain't it for me, boys. Run 4, I started feeling better. I recovered pretty well during this run, but little did I know the next station is burpee broad jump, and this wasn't that bad. I thought this was going to be my worst station, but it wasn't. And I did pretty dang well, considering that I had a stitch the whole time. But luckily, after this burpee broad jump, stitch went away, and I was back to it.
There it is! Lean back! You're good, you're good! Yeah!
Run 5 and run 6 is when the cramps for both my calves started coming in. I had to significantly slow down. Luckily, I caught some time here at Farmer's Carry, and to be honest, this probably saved my time a little bit, because I said screw it, we gotta make time, and then run 7 was horrible. And then I get to face my nemesis, which is sandbag lunges, which cost me so much time, because at this point my brain and my legs were not cooperating, and I was struggling.
What do you want to tell him?
If he hustles, he can make sub 125. But he's gotta like pull it together.
PJ!
Come on! You can do!
Come on, PJ! Let's go, buddy! Let's go! You got this! You got this!
If you just saw my face there, this run is the worst, because I'm cramping both calves. I can barely run, as you can tell from my cadence here and my form. I'm cooked. I was cooked at this point. But wall balls, I should have pushed myself harder, and I'm slapping myself over that, because I know for a fact I could have pushed myself a lot harder here. No calves was being used, so I had no excuse.
By station 3, run, and then after that it moved to my legs.
All right, where do we start? Well, I generally expected that race to go a lot better. I did aim for the sub 130, around 130 really. So I'm not really too mad about my results. However, I know for a fact I could have even gotten, like my wife said, 125 and faster. Now, you may be asking what happened? Like, what caused those things that we talked about earlier in this video? Well, there's a few things that I'm not making an excuse or anything like that, but there's definitely a few things that I can immediately clock and just be like, yeah, that's one of the reasons, that's the second reason, and that's the third reason. And it's ultimately my fault, because during this training block, I was training my calves pretty well and pretty consistently until I got injured. Right after the hamstring injury is when I stopped completely training my calves, like calf races and all that stuff. And I ultimately think that's one of the reasons why it caused me to cramp, because the cramping absolutely has nothing to do with nutrition or hydration. I know for a fact that it's because I did not train my calves to handle such load. Another reason was, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I never trained with the shoes that I wore on race day. I trained on them for speed work once, and that's just for running. but I never trained sled push and sled pull and burpees or anything really that related to the stations. So when race day came, that was the very first time I used those shoes for sled push. And my shoes were completely slipping off. It has nothing to do with the shoes. I just think that I needed to know how much I had to tighten it, or like how, if I needed the runner's knot or anything like that to secure my foot in the shoes. But as you can see, during the sled push, my cadence and my form was completely different from when I used to train during the training block. I would usually stay on my toes when I was training with the sled during this training block. And during this race, if you saw my form, it's completely different from how I was pushing it during training versus how I was pushing it during the race day. And I think I loaded my calves there a little differently than I'm used to. So come, run 5, run 6, I start feeling the cramp coming. And to be honest, it is what it is. It happens. Ultimately, there's nobody else to blame but myself, because I should have trained properly. I should have loaded my calves during training, and it is what it is. Now, reflecting from all of that, I definitely think I can do a lot better. And if it wasn't for the cramp due to my lack of training, I would have gotten a lot faster of a time, and I would have gotten sub 130 at the very least. And to be honest, after the race, the next few days, I was fine except for my calves. Just for the fact that they cramped. And that was the sole reason why the race didn't go the way it did. My lungs were fine. I was recovering just fine during the runs. And yeah, I'm not making any excuses. And it is what it is. It happens. You can have a bad race. You can have bad training. Or you can have a really bad training camp. But yeah, I all in all, I just want to say that thank you for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I sprinkled a little bit of comedy in there. I don't know if you found it funny, but I did. I was laughing my ass off while editing this. And editing is not my best suit. This is literally my first video, and I've just learned how to edit on this video. So if you like what you saw, if you really want to follow my life, my journey, my athletic journey, I don't even know where I'm going yet, but my next race is a 10K, and I look forward to beating my buddy's time, because he just beat my time by 2 minutes, and I'm looking forward to beat his time by 2 minutes. So follow along, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.